Hello, everyone. It is my week 10 update, I think. First off, I have decided to switch my name. I was not loving Eli, and so I've changed my YouTube handle and I'm going to go with Rory instead. It was a name that I like, and my partner likes better. And Eli was one of those names that was like similar to my dead name nickname. And I thought, oh, it's similar. It will be easy. Well, turns out it's like maybe actually harder when you do that. Not only that, but I just didn't love the sound of the name. I like it on paper and I like the concept of it. And I've known people with that name who I find very pleasant, but it just wasn't for me. So we're going with Rory. Super awkward to have to like text everybody again, set up new emails, go in and change my, names and all these things. I did do a more thorough job of it this time though. But anyway, I'm sure, I wish I had been given a gender neutral name because if I had, I don't think I would be changing my name. I can't say what my name, gender neutral name would have been that my parents theoretically could have given me. But both my legal name and my nickname that I chose for myself in like fourth grade and have been using ever since are really feminine. And I do plan on changing my legal name, but I'm not going to share that name publicly for confidentiality and whatever. But anyway, Rory is a name that my partner and I, like I said, we both feel really good about. His support means a lot to me. And the fact that he was like really on board with that name means a lot to me. It's really awkward though. It's almost more awkward than it was going to Eli. Like, because to me, like Eli was really close. So Rory is like just a completely different sounding word. But I really like it. And I think that that could be a great name for me. I've thought about like, this is the name I want to use for like the rest of my life. I want to choose it well, but I also don't necessarily need to like overthink it to the extent that I can't settle on anything. So, yeah, that happened. What else is going on? I'm really getting frustrated with my binders and sports bras and just the whole fact that my chest exists in the way that it has for my whole life and continues to exist in. I am about a month away from my consult for top surgery. I like could not be more excited about that. It's something that was like the very one of the very first things I decided and got excited about, and I know that there will be struggles with it, but I am just very confident that it is absolutely what I need. Um, when I first put on a binder, the profile and like the flatness of my chest, like basically brought me to tears, like it does for some people. Some people don't have that reaction, and that's okay. You don't have to be in love with your binder. I'm literally sitting here telling you how much I can't stand them right now. So um, they're just, as I've been on T, I think I've gotten a little bit like my mass has increased around my rib cage and back enough, like not a noticeable amount where like people are like, whoa, what happened to you? Where I'm like bulked out extreme, but like enough that my sports bras and binders that were like the right size are feeling like I need like the next size up, but I'm definitely not going to size up because like all of this stuff is super temporary, ideally. So, um, anyway, it's just a bummer. And like, I had a conversation a long time ago with my partner about top surgery. And this was before I came out as like I think I was kind of telling him I was non-binary, but like, and I know I've said I identify, I don't know if I've said it on this channel, on a video that I've posted, but like, I do see myself more as like a trans man, but I don't know, like it's just really difficult to get those labels nailed in for yourself. And I'm honestly not that worried about it. Like if I feel good on testosterone, yay for me. If I need top surgery, yay for me. If someone at the coffee shop calls me miss, like I don't know, some people are very affected by that and I could be one of those people at some point in the future. At this point, it just doesn't bother me. It like I've expected it to and it just doesn't. So that's the reality of the situation. Sorry for that side tangent. The point was, I told him a long time ago, my partner, how a lot of my chest, there's like dysphoria with it, but there's also just practical discomfort. And I run, and I actually notice it the most when I ride a bike, because in running, I've run, I don't even know how many thousands and thousands of miles in my life, but there's a rhythm. Like your breathing gets in rhythm, your steps are in rhythm, and there's a rhythm with the bouncing of your chest. And like, I don't love that feeling, but like, it's all in rhythm and it feels right. On a bike, you could be coasting. So there's no, your body isn't like bouncing around in rhythm, and then you hit some bumps, and like, yes, your hands are going to bounce on your handlebars, but your chest, oh my gosh, it's like my entire body becomes my chest, and it's like go gonk in slow motion. Right now we're not biking, it's winter, we've been taking the truck to and from preschool around town. That's been a nice break, because I have literally been having such a hard time wearing my binders and wearing sports bras like all day. I just like, I'm often with my sports bras, I just sit there in the living room in the evenings and stuff and just hold them out like this, which like, you know, relieves the pressure on my bones of like my rib cage. And my sports bras have been fit. They've fit for ages. Like I've had these sports bras forever. They're very worn in. My binders, some of them fit better than others. And so I have like my favorite one that's most comfortable, and I wear that one the most. But I've basically just been giving myself, hopefully, oh gosh, the mic just might have gotten messed up, but I've been giving myself permission to not wear them at all, to wear my little cotton bralettes that look super feminine and don't feel like they compress or support me at all, which is obnoxious, but at least they're comfortable. I've tried not wearing anything, and that, I don't know, I just can't get used to that right now. I've tried tape, and tape and I have not been able to figure out the tape. Kudos to you if you've been able to figure out the tape. I have not. So, point is, I'm very excited for the top surgery consultation, and yeah, I couldn't have that change happen fast enough. I'm very excited for it. Other than that, I have not noticed any new changes to report with testosterone from last week. My voice is feels good. It's like I can take it pretty low and it feels pretty gravelly. And I can also, more often than not, speak in like my a higher normal voice like I'm doing now. This doesn't sound super low to me. When I read out loud though to my kid, I tend to like drop down into this lower like reading voice, which is interesting. I wonder if I was doing that pre-testosterone and I just didn't realize it because my voice didn't change as dramatically to me as it does now. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else I have to share. So thanks for watching. And I'm just going to be posting the weekly updates for now. I think, I might do a video here or there that's like on a topic, but I just don't have time and energy to put into more than that. So I will be back next week with another update. Thanks for watching. Bye.